Friday, March 20th sees your inbox groaning like a teenager forced to tidy their room, Aries. 427 unread emails? Honestly, it's like digital hoarding. Your morning involves narrowly avoiding colleagues whilst humming loudly and clutching that third coffee. Mars retrograde has it in for you, love. You'll begin 7 tasks, get distracted by a squirrel outside the window and finish precisely 0. This afternoon, communication is going to be interesting. Venus is clearly in a mood, so expect texts that could be interpreted in multiple deeply unfortunate ways. Stuart from marketing will get a link to a Barry Manilow music video. Apologies in advance to Stuart. Your Doomscope animal today is a toad who kissed the wrong prince, about as subtle as your attempts at a cleanse. You'll call it self-care, but it's really just sophisticated procrastination with scented candles. Advice: put down the online shopping. Your willpower is currently weaker than gravy granules. This Friday, your commitment to that new green smoothie will evaporate faster than a puddle in July. Brenda's 7-layer chocolate cake has launched a full-scale charm offensive via Instagram. You are powerless. By afternoon, you will be crafting an out-of-office email so elaborate, MI5 would be impressed. Apparently, you are on a team synergy working group. Meanwhile, Mars retrograde has weaponized your inbox with demands for pointless meetings and blue sky thinking. This evening, forget constellations, the only alignment that matters involves your backside and the sofa cushions. Competitive cheese sculpting beckons. You opened Netflix at 7 p.m. and by 7:08 you had a professional waffle iron in your online basket. Forget confidence, just go full Del Boy and hope for the best. Taurus, your Deliveroo account sings a ballad of late-night cravings and questionable decisions. Advice: embrace the sloth. Ambition is so overrated. Friday the 20th of March. By 6:52 a.m. you'll have accidentally broadcast your goldfish Dave's existential crisis to the Eastern Hemisphere. Try blaming the cat. You'll spend the morning deleting incriminating evidence. It's probably trending in Tajikistan now, too. Your Doomoscope animal today is a duck pretending to be calm while paddling furiously, like you pretending you don't know why Janice is crying in the stationery cupboard. Mars retrograde is setting fire to your inbox. 3 new WhatsApp groups about motivational Mondays have appeared. You're somehow admin of all of them. Jeff is poised to deliver a 3-paragraph rant about the canteen's new carrot cake. You're mentally composing your thinking of you reply. This evening, the phone. Seriously. Step away. That deep dive into competitive ferret grooming can wait. Instead, expect a neighborly rendition of The Ceiling is Falling Down at 11 p.m. after you discover a newfound passion for the bagpipes. Venus hasn't forgotten about that time you wore her shoes to bingo. The stars have spoken, mostly to complain. Advice: before spreading gossip, ask yourself, is it helpful? Answer: probably not. Crack on. This Friday, you will wake up convinced it's Thursday, briefly panic about bin day, then remember it's Friday and panic about that passive-aggressive email. NASA confirms that, while you slept, Mercury did a full tango on your prefrontal cortex. At work, Venus is less goddess of love and more difficult middle manager when it comes to focusing. Cancer, Stuart will ask for just a quick look at his computer, which turns out to be powered by steam. By lunchtime, your inner monologue will be auditioning for the West End, the dramatic irony being that nobody can hear you. You will fondly remember the heady days of December last year, when life was simpler. Tonight, resist the siren song of that ex who probably thinks tear-jerking bread is an actual genre. Embrace the inevitable, ordering enough pizza to feed a small village and mainlining a documentary about competitive vegetable carving. Because even microwaving beans on toast feels like too much effort. How frightfully British. Advice: stop checking your horoscope. It knows too much. This Friday, March 20th, dawns with a staring contest against your own reflection. That rogue eyebrow hair is clearly auditioning for a role in a Bond villain's lair. Venus is making your dating app profile picture look like it was taken through a jam jar. Charming. Your Doomscope animal today is a woodpecker banging its head against the same tree, of insisting on presenting first in the meeting with Brenda. Those slides are all pictures of you jokingly photoshopped onto Strictly Come Dancing contestants. This afternoon, Mars retrograde is clogging your inbox with compliments thirstier than a desert. Absolutely not. Tonight, after deleting that aggressively humble acceptance speech you wrote for Employee of the Month, you'll rewatch the Bake Off finale 3 times, purely for research, naturally. Then, you'll spend 2 hours browsing ergonomic desk chairs online, imagining the supportive lumbar cushion massaging away the stress of your imaginary promotion. The finale will involve rearranging your living room furniture to better catch the delivery driver's eye. Advice: maybe share the limelight for 5 minutes. We said maybe. This Friday, your inner monologue is still deciding whether to put the kettle on or write a strongly worded letter to the biscuit company about the diminishing size of digestives. This morning, you'll spend 20 minutes crafting the perfect out-of-office reply, then accidentally set it to run until next Tuesday. At work, avoid Kevin near the coffee machine. His new mindfulness routine involves humming whale noises and will make you question your career choices. At precisely 3:17 p.m., you'll find yourself alphabetizing your spice rack. Tonight, before settling down, you'll spend a full hour debating whether to watch that Scandi noir drama everyone raves about, or another episode of Come Dine With Me. The internal debate will be more intense than choosing what to have for tea. Resist the urge to categorize your Tupperware drawer. Virgo, your Amazon order history is basically a personality test. Advice: step away from the label maker. You're allowed to just be a bit messy. Friday the 20th, and your brain's throwing a full-on rave, even if you're not invited. This morning, you'll have a groundbreaking idea, which you'll then instantly forget while searching for the biscuit tin. Venus is still narked about last year's birthday acknowledgement. A thumbs-up emoji doesn't count, Libra. At work, Mercury's retrograde is targeting your printer. Prepare for a jam of biblical proportions. You'll lose a solid hour deciding where to get lunch with Brenda and Keith, debating between the chicken tikka wrap or something artisanal before plumping for sausage rolls from Greg's. Doomscope object: toilet roll on the wrong way round, an outrage. Tonight, the spring equinox is whispering sweet nothings about healthy eating. You'll convince yourself baked beans on toast constitutes a balanced meal. Then you'll spend longer finding the perfect filter for your night in photo than actually enjoying said night in. Advice: embrace the madness. The universe is just jealous of your Netflix queue. This Friday, your morning resembles a toddler's first attempt at interpretive dance, probably involving the curtains. Your phone's hiding because it knows you're about to Google what was Gareth Gates doing in 2003. At work, your focused glare is making Carol in accounts question her life choices, specifically the perm. Mars retrograde is basically mugging your inbox. Apologies in advance for the email you send before 11s. That's 90% sarcasm and 10% thinly veiled frustration. Dave from IT is actively avoiding you at the water cooler. Understandable. Tonight, astronomers suspect your sofa is a parallel universe solely for lost TV remotes and rogue biscuits. Attempts at self-care will lead you down a TikTok rabbit hole so bizarre, your algorithm will suggest you start building your own medieval trebuchet. You have been warned. Advice: forgive them. But never forget. Friday the 20th of March, Sagittarius, prepare for a day of spectacularly unmet expectations. You'll set 3 alarms, snooze them all, and still somehow blame Mercury when you're late. Mars is tap dancing on your inbox, resulting in emails longer than a Wagner opera. Your Doomscope object today is a biscuit that fell in the tea and drowned, flatter than a pancake after a steamroller convention. This afternoon, Brenda from accounts will corner you about a spreadsheet. Nod wisely, say something vague about synergy, and pray she doesn't ask follow-up questions. Avoid eye contact. You will, at some point, Google how to fake a power outage at work. Tonight, the culinary ambitions will strike. You'll confidently announce you're making a Thai feast. 30 minutes later, you'll be elbow deep in a bag of prawn cocktail crisps, declaring it deconstructed cuisine. You will then fall down a YouTube rabbit hole watching competitive ferret grooming until 1 a.m. Advice: the universe thinks you need a nap, and possibly a biscuit, before it drowns in tea. This Friday, Capricorn, your brain will resemble a faulty washing machine at precisely 9:17 a.m., all while you're trying to optimize your morning routine. You'll spend 5 minutes trying to decide which tea bag is nearest the kettle. Work will be an experience. Venus is still giving your inbox the silent treatment. At precisely 2:47 p.m., you'll be caught humming the theme tune to the Antiques Roadshow while trying to fix Brenda's printer. Delegation? That's just passing the buck and making it worse. Delightful, indeed. Tonight, you think you're relaxing, but your Fitbit is judging you harder than Simon Cowell on The X Factor. It thinks you're barely moving. After accidentally deleting half a series of Bake Off, you will spend the rest of your evening color-coding your spice rack instead. Advice: stop trying to find inner peace. You're a Capricorn, embrace the chaos. This Friday, Aquarius, you're up before the birds, mainly because your bladder has the capacity of a thimble. Venus is sulking, still. Apparently accidentally liking your ex's holiday pics from 2014 wasn't the honest mistake you claimed. At work, Mars is making your inbox resemble a black hole of passive-aggressive emails. Janet's at it again, requesting your input on a project that was finished last Tuesday. Your Doomscope vegetable is a spring onion, limp and forlorn, much like your motivation after lunch. You'll loudly disagree with a perfectly sensible suggestion regarding stationery. Tonight's lunar alignment suggests staying in. Nigel texts you up. Your reply is the eye roll emoji. This escalates into you searching for Mongolian throat singing lessons online and inexplicably bidding on a vintage milk float. Advice: apologize to Venus. And stop bidding on things after 9 p.m. This Friday, March the 20th, you'll spill your entire coffee precisely at 9:09 a.m., Pisces. It'll achieve Olympic standard trajectory, somehow splattering the lampshade. Your aura today is less calming spa music and more bagpipes on a roller coaster. This afternoon, you'll spend 27 minutes crafting the perfect status update, only to realize you accidentally posted it to your mother's Facebook group. The stars suggest escaping this digital shame spiral by pretending you're a spy, on a vital mission to buy tea bags. But this mission is compromised the moment you start welling up over the price of cheddar. As the evening descends, your attempts at relaxation will be as successful as putting socks on an octopus, Pisces. The cosmos wholeheartedly approves of your evening plans, rewatching all of Bridgerton, whilst simultaneously searching for bargain chandeliers online. Maybe, just maybe, consider putting your phone in the downstairs loo. Advice: own the madness, you paid good money for it.